Welcome to Local Edition. Brad Pomerance here in the Inland Empire area, joined by Curt Hagman. He is a member of the Board of Supervisors in San Bernardino County. He has recently returned from China. What number trip is this for you?
I lost count after a while, yes.
You are no doubt a huge booster of economic relations between, well, San Bernardino County, but I guess California generally, and China. And that's why you're taking these trips. In the recent trip, you went to Wuxi and Taiyuan. Tell us about those two cities. Why'd you go there?
Okay, Wuxi's in China. We signed officially a sister city agreement with Wuxi, as well with the city of Taiyuan in Taiwan.
So, Taiyuan's in Taiwan.
Correct.
Did you go to Taiwan too?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay.
So we have one in each. Those are our first two sister city agreements with anybody for the county of San Bernardino.
Okay.
So it's kind of new. When I got on the Board of Supervisors after my experience in legislature and going back and forth, we decided to build a international economic development committee, and this is the way we start that process. And Jiangsu province in China, which Wuxi's in, is actually the sister state of California.
Perfect. So tell us about Wuxi. What's it like? Is it a big city, medium, small?
It's very similar to San Bernardino County. It's in the shadows of Shanghai.
Okay.
Okay. And
suburb.
Yes. And it's between Shanghai and Nanjing, which is the first capital city of China before I went to Beijing. So they get overshadowed, just like we are in San Bernardino with Los Angeles.
I hear you.
But it's growing. It's manufacturing, high tech.
About 2-3 million people?
Oh no, more 7 or 8.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's huge.
Yeah,
it's huge.
But in 20 some odd million of Shanghai, it's
And so, what do you hope to do with this new sister city? Is there certain obvious connections that you can make?
Yeah, their demographic, their logistics, and their manufacturing and research development, just kind of like San Bernardino County is. And since we kind of do the same, and really is to advertise what we have available for businesses to grow in San Bernardino County for investment, and to bring our businesses linkages over there. So we're kind of a whole series of economic presentations to our companies who want to do business outside the country. This is how you do it. This is how you establish these relationships.
Fantastic. So let's talk about Taiyuan, which is in Taiwan. I've been to Taiwan. What a beautiful country.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about Taiyuan.
Taiwan's the third most populous city. It's where the international airport is. So for obvious reasons, it's a good connection since I have Ontario Airport.
And we'll talk about that soon.
And it was about the same demographics, 2.5 million people, and they same thing, logistics, manufacturing, all the rest of it, to perfectly match up with San Bernardino County.
And so so that's what you're looking to do, very similar types of arrangements as you were with Wuxi.
Yeah, so we're focused primarily on economic exchange, to bolster both our economic and job creation in San Bernardino County, and to make those linkages back and forth.
Then you also went to Nanjing, which is where?
It's central China, just about 2 hours outside of Wuxi.
And you've been there before, I believe. And so what are your goals there? This is not a sister city. This is a different type of focus.
Correct. The rest of the locations we went to on this trip were to meet investors, potential investors, and businesses that want to have factories over here. We're getting a lot of factories from China coming back in San Bernardino County now, as well as meeting with airlines. So we met with quite a few of Asian airlines and cargo, both passenger and cargo.
Let me ask you about the factories, because I'm trying to think how the new federal policy will play in to your goals. I mean, the new administration is looking to bring jobs back. So I don't know if these were factories that had left, went to China. Are you trying to bring them back, or?
It's funny because they have both. I mean, when I go over to China, it's not, you see Apple China, you see GE China. I mean, all the American companies have locations over there.
Right.
I think that's what the president's looking for, is trying to get some of those jobs back. And it's starting to be more economically feasible. We need to be more competitive here in the United States for that. We're looking at actually Chinese companies who want to expand their business in North America.
So this is a completely different market. This is not, kind of expatriation. This is, let's come manufacture here.
One of them is Tisco Steel, is the largest stainless steel manufacturer in China, and they have a campus of people take the product to make things, and they want to locate that campus over here to make barbecues or whatever else.
Sure. You went to Shanghai.
Correct.
So what was the focus of that?
Same thing. We met with a couple of airlines in Shanghai and another property mogul who wants to look at development and investing here in San Bernardino.
Whatever he wants. So let's talk about airlines. I want to remind our viewers, there's obviously a reason why you're so keen on talking to airlines. Remind our viewers what's happened with Ontario Airport.
As of November 1st, we have local control of Ontario
Right.
International Airport, and we definitely are looking for linkages with Asia. We looked at the numbers and the demographics that we have in our area, our catchment area, and actually we take 60 to 65% of most people flying LAX live in our catchment area.
Really?
Who live here, yes. And so we have a good story to go sell of why they should fly to
Right.
Ontario. We also have a very large cargo component of express mail and delivery service, so we talk to both cargo airlines as well as passenger airlines.
So right now, I think the only international flight out of Ontario is to Mexico, is
Correct.
that right?
Correct.
So you're really looking to break ground here, to get these Chinese airlines to use Ontario as one of their hubs.
Yes,
Or at least stops.
Yeah, and this is not, we're primarily focused on that because Mexico and China are our two biggest demographics in
Right.
the area and foreign travel. And then we'll also expand to Europe, and we're obviously looking
course.
to expand domestic flights. But we want Ontario to be a full service
Right.
hub airport.
So can you give us a sense as to which airlines are looking, or is that top secret information?
Well, I can
And it's
tell
okay.
you who I talk to. I
Okay,
can't say
so
what
what-
process and
okay.
deals we are, but we talk to Hainan Airlines, China Airlines, China East Airlines, EVA Air. We talk to a couple of cargo like China Post and some others for cargo operations. So there's a lot of interest. I have interest from Tianjin Airlines and a couple other
Right.
province airlines that they have
Sure.
over there. And we're talking to some in Korea and other places as well. But
So what does this look like? How does this happen? I mean, who's negotiating with whom? I know that you're the master kind of connector.
Yes.
So what happens next?
So we make the pitch, why it's a
Okay.
good flight to Ontario, our vision for Ontario Airport, why we have customers here that want to use
Right.
their services, and we leave them some numbers.
I have to think they know that the Asian population in the greater Inland Empire
They
is...
don't. They're
Oh,
not
really?
that specific, so that's why we get to point out to
Huh.
them.
Okay.
We get to point out, hey, your traffic out of LAX is really coming from our
Right,
area.
exactly.
And that's what I get to lay the story out. And then there's departments and directors that start talking. We have
Of
our
course.
staff communicate with them, and those things we're looking at
And
right now.
so then what happens? You've connected. So then, do you then pass it off to Ontario Airport to do the negotiation?
Correct. I have staff on that one as well.
Okay, but who's the negotiator?
We have a director of, I mean, it's basically what it is. This
Director
is what
of
the fee
airports,
is.
or-
We have a fee for landing,
Okay.
and this is what we rent a kiosk for you if you want to come
I hear
park your
you.
plane here. And so those are the type of things. And luckily, we're not a capital city because of China and the U.S. There's a limit of 150 flights per day to capital city.
Meaning DC to Shanghai or
And Los
Sacramento?
Angeles.
Oh, I see.
Those are capital cities, not
called-
where our capital, but
I
the major
understand,
cities.
I understand.
And they're maxed, so they can't go anywhere else. So if someone wants to have a new flight to Los Angeles Basin, they have to come to Ontario. But they didn't know it was an option. Now they do.
So let's presume that one of these airlines is ready to go. Is Ontario ready to accept them? Is there
Yes.
the landing space,
We
the
have
parking
we
space?
have everything. We have everything. It's been ready to go for a long time. We can handle any airplane anywhere around the world. We can land at Ontario tomorrow. So that's our message to them and why they should come and what we're growing. Now, the biggest thing for international flights is what connections you have. So obviously we need to work on domestic connections as well.
Right.
If they may use this as a stop and they may wanting to go into Florida.
Vegas, maybe. Right, wherever it is. This is exciting. I'd love to travel with you to China someday. Maybe you'll want to take a intrepid reporter with you to see what's going on.
It's fascinating.
I bet. His name is Curt Hagman. He is a member. Are you the vice chair right now?
Vice chair.
Vice chair of the Board of Supervisors in San Bernardino County. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thanks for joining us on Local Edition.
Thanks, Brad.